Following that big, beautiful Bill Robert Chevrolet pace truck, the official pace truck of the Lucas Oil Speedway, around the 3/8 of a mile semi-banked oval. To his outside, the 65, the man who is number one in the points in the B-Mod race here at Lucas Oil Speedway, Chris Jackson, starts to his outside. They roll off 1 and 2. That silver bullet of Terry Schultz looked pretty bad fast earlier tonight. He will start inside of row number 2 with Greg Scheffler to his outside. The 21 out of Pittsburgh, Missouri rolls off 4th. Then it's Logan Smith in the 11 and the 28 of Andy Bryant. They make up row number 3. Brian McGowan comes back to Lucas Oil Speedway, and the 22 will start 7th. The 28Z of Randy Zimmerman rolls off 8th. Then it's Sturgis Streeter out of Topeka, Kansas. He's inside row number 5. To his outside, Hannah Frazee from right here in Wheatland. Christopher Watts and Mitchell Franklin scheduled to start in row number 6. Then it's Colson Kirk. The 55 has been on a tear this season. Row number 7 is nothing but 55s. Kirk on the inside, Jeremy Short on the outside. Then starting in row number 8, that's Austin Greer and J.C. Morton. Bobby Williams in the 1B starts 17th with John Sheets to his outside. Quentin Taylor in the 214 and the 7 of Anthony Tanner round out the 20-car field.
4 times this year, Chris Jackson and Ryan Gilmore have finished 1-2, with Chris Jackson becoming victorious. 2 weeks ago, Ryan Gilmore got the better of KJ as Gila Monster picked up his first win at Lucas Oil Speedway this season. They start side by side. Step down on the loud pedal. Underway, our first of 4 features at the Diamond of Dirt tracks. Chris Jackson starting outside row 1 has the advantage on the first lap. On that opening lap, Hannah Frazee and Sturgis Streeter both got together. They bottlenecked everything coming out of turn number 2, but they keep it all straight. We complete a lap, and now looking to the inside, how about another feature winner already this year, and Terry Schultz making a pass to the inside.
Terry Schultz getting around the 66. The hard charger right now, though, is J.C. Morton. In 2 laps, Morton has picked up 7 spots after starting 16th. He's inside the top 10, making his bid for 8th right now. And Terry Schultz, Shane, saying he is not going to let Chris Jackson run away and hide with this one. Only about 2 car lengths separate them as they go down the backstretch with Ryan Gilmore all alone in 3rd.
Well, the cars running 1-2 right now were undoubtedly the class of the field in the heat races, as Chris Jackson was able to win by over 6 seconds. Terry Schultz, a little smaller margin for his win in his heat race. Ryan Gilmore now has tucked back into 3rd. Andy Bryant is up to 4th. And Brian McGowan running top 5 right now. You mentioned the moves so far J.C. Morton has made. He really needs something good to happen. Last race ran here, he was involved in an incident on lap number 1. It took a massive points hit whenever that happened, had a DNF, and he is putting together a good run on a bounce-back race after that DNF.
Yep, he bounces right through turn number 4, lined up behind the 11 of Logan Smith. It is now 10 spots that J.C. Morton has picked up on the track, and we're just 6 laps into this 20-lap A main as he continues to try and race his way toward the front. Meanwhile, everybody in the top 5 strung out nose to tail. A 1-second advantage for Chris Jackson over the 7 of Terry Schultz, but we are going to have a caution right as Jackson pulls up to the back of the pack and was going to have to start working his way through lap traffic. You normally, Shane, say that there's
Seven down. 20 laps will make up our feature. Green flag back in the air, and Chris Jackson has Terry Schultz in tow. And now that They've stacked him and packed him. Brian McGowan now smells blood in the water. He looks to the inside of Andy Bryant. Bryant running middle of the track. McGowan to the inside. Had a nose out in front, but off of 4. Bryant has a good run, and now J.C. Morton. He goes top shelf, dives down to the inside. How about this move? He was higher than anybody on the track in turns 1 and 2, and now in 3 and 4, he's the lowest car, and he's looking to make a pass on McGowan, and Andy Bryant could be next in his crosshairs.
J.C. Morton goes all the way to the top of turn number 2 and then diamonds it off. See if he does it again here. That time he goes ahead and drifts out with McCowan with the nose right underneath him. There'll be 3 across in turn 3 with Morton, and then the 8 of John Sheets at the bottom of it. But wow, J.C. Morton gets a great run off the top of 4. That gives him there a moment, Shane, where he pulled up right behind the 28. But Andy Bryant driving a line we're not familiar with as he's cruising around the bottom of the racetrack right now.
And I don't want to take anything away from the cars running 1, 2, 3 right now, but that's not the best race on the track. It's 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and now even 8th. They've all gotten lined out now as Andy Bryant ahead of J.C. Morton, then John Sheets behind them. Good run for Colson Kirk as well, pilot of the 55. He laid claim to the track championship at Dallas County Speedway last night. Hasn't really had it dialed in here at the Diamond of Dirt tracks this year. He's ran good at other tracks, but a good run for him as he finished 2nd back on July 9th. He's now up into the top 10, and now everybody's starting to get stretched out. The only side-by-side action is way deeper in the field.
Chris Jackson enjoying a 1-second advantage over Terry Schultz and runs into the first car that he's going to put a lap down. Jeremy Short in the 55. Jackson clears him, no pressure, no problem. And the 55 will leave plenty of room at the bottom of the racetrack for Terry Schultz as well. And Ryan Gilmore, if Gilmore will drop down to the bottom. So your top 3 cars get away clean through the first lap vehicle in this one with just 5 more laps to go, but a lot more traffic coming up in front of Chris Jackson.
Probably going to be another lap or 2 before KJ catches up with Christopher Watts, who would be the next car to go a lap down. The good thing now for the lap traffic in front of Chris Jackson is, for the most part, they are lined out nose to tail. They're not really battling 2 and 3 wide, where Chris has to make a decision once he gets up to him. All he has to do is look a lap ahead, see where everybody is running, and you know that J2 race car, he's going to be able to stick it just about anywhere he needs to. He had been running high on the track, but he will have to go down low this time to work to the inside of Christopher Watts.
His last 3 laps, Jackson has averaged 8.25 seconds, and it's the top 10 cars that have been turning in the sub-19 second times, but a Boone's Barbecue Barn caution will bring all.
With 3 to go, they'll stay nose to tail. Bunched up accordion style, Chris Jackson leading the way, sees the orange cone, back underway, a 3-lap shootout to determine your winner here tonight. And Andy Bryant, first one to go way high. Ryan Gilmore to the inside, makes the pass for 2nd. On the backstretch, can he make it stick? And a great run through turns 3 and 4 for Gillamonster. Doesn't really let Chris Jackson get all too far away, but he only has 2 laps to be able to pull this one off if he's going to. 8-car length advantage for KJ over Gilmore. Then another 3-car lengths back to Terry Schultz with 1 to go. Chris Jackson, starting on the front row, has led 19. Can he hit lap 20 and make it a perfect sweep here tonight at Lucas Oil Speedway? A 5-time winner, 25-point advantage over Ryan Gilmore. He's only going to get 5 more points, but they'll be big as he wins. Hand out the window already. Chris Jackson wins at the Diamond of Dirt tracks. Starting outside row 1, he and Ryan Gilmore on the front row.